We're going to start with the less happy place, which is no medal. So, Junior first. When a wine doesn't get a medal, what does that mean about that wine?
A wine to get a medal is not just turning up and being fault-free. The wine to be worthy of a medal, in my view, has to give the consumer ultimately pleasure. So if the wine is given that sort of pleasure, it is worthy of a medal. So in many competitions, the wine just being fault-free is a medal. In this case, it is not.
Yeah. And there is a spectrum of quality that inhabits the no medal category. A wine might turn up and be faulty. There are technical faults that it might possess, and at that point, of course, we cannot give a medal. But as Junior says, there is also an area where a wine can be fault-free, but not have sufficient character to be worthy of a bronze medal, which itself is quite an achievement. If a wine is superficial or artificial, then it's not going to get a medal. It needs to have a little bit more character than that.
What does a bronze mean to you?
If you have to think of one word, it would be pleasure. It has to give you pleasure. You would happily drink it. Alex will happily drink. I will happily drink it. If you see IWSC sticker, if you see a bronze, you can reach out for the bottle. You have a good experience. As simple as that.
The wine could be on the simple side. It might not be the most layered, the most intense, the most evocative wine out there, because we have other categories for that. But as I said before, it can't just be an anodyne blob of fruit. It needs to have some structure. It needs to have some interest to it, and to be a wine, for me, that you wouldn't just enjoy one glass of, but maybe you would order a second glass because it's refreshing and delicious and has some character.
In one quick word, personality. I think the wine, to have a silver medal, it has to have a character, has to be a benchmark for its type. This is something that will give you pleasure, but also you have the typicity of the variety and of the region.
For me, it has to have an extra dimension over a bronze medal wine. That dimension could be greater length, it could be more complexity, more nuance, or it could be, and I'm particularly keen on this one, texture. At a silver medal level, if a wine can really have a sense of substance and a sense of texture while retaining balance and refreshment value and deliciousness, silver medal is in sight. Yeah.
I'm going to go back to that consumer who's looking at that, those racks of wines. So, Junior, that consumer who's looking sees a silver sticker from the IWSC. What should they think about that wine?
If you see a silver sticker from IWSC, you will know that will be a great example of its type. You will have harmony, balance, length, and everything else, and you give them pleasure. I think when you see a silver sticker, for this competition is equivalent to gold medals from other competitions. So I think the standards here are they are stricter. Gold medal, it's something that stands out, something that gives you, aside from a sense of place and aside from the harmony and the length and everything else. So once you get to that sense, wow, I really love this wine, I want to know what it is, I want to buy this wine, that's for me, it evokes a sense of emotion, that's gold.
A gold medal wine should be a wine that I think can inspire a sense of wonder in the judges and by extension therefore in the consumer that buys it. A gold medal wine has the maximum amount of dimension. It should be, yes, intensely pleasurable, full of personality, and then also really engage with every aspect of wine appreciation in the person enjoying it. So evocative of a place, definitely. intellectually stimulating. Typically a great vineyard site, beautifully tended, and then with very nuanced, subtle winemaking to make the most out of that site. When you find it, it's very exciting because it is rare and it is beautiful, and that's a gold medal wine. It is a tough competition. We set high standards, and then there's also a great deal of scrutiny, and gold medal wines will have been tasted by numerous experts, all of whom have to be convinced that it is indeed a gold medal wine that we're talking about.
This competition is a reflection of the judges, and we have the best professionals in the land working for the most successful companies, and by definition they are quite strict. So I think if you're chasing gold, this is a very, very hard competition. So I always say to producers, if you get a silver, you're doing a very, very good job.